Hello from Underthetarotsun. This is Christine, and I thought it would be great to do a 4-part video series of breaking down the cards. I have a lot of viewers who are new with understanding what tarot really is. So those of you that are experienced with readings and different spreads, this might be too elementary for you, but it's the nature of the teacher in my soul, where I just want my channel to be open to those that really don't understand how these all go together and how these all work to tell a beautiful spiritual journey that can be personable according to how the spread is done. So with that being said, I'm going to try to keep these 4 videos as short as possible. It's hard to do. Yes, I love to talk, and there's so much to tell about tarot and help people understand. I just get so excited I can't help myself. So with that being said, we'll start off with the major arcana. Now in the Druid deck, there are 22 major arcana. There's a few different cards that aren't found in some of the other major arcana, like the Lord and the Lordess, the Faralots. But for the most part, if you're familiar with a tarot reading, then you understand what I'm talking about. If not, I will let you know that the major arcanas, their major purpose is to take us on a spiritual journey. They're more designed to help you think on a soul level. And again, everything is done with seasons in this deck. Spring, summer, winter, fall. Everything has a numerical purpose. The Fool is the beginning of the major arcana, and that starts with 0. But it's a beautiful thing because, you know, how the cards are displayed and broken down. The Court cards, the Pip cards, minor arcana, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and then of course you have your, just to show you, you have your King of Pentacles, your Queen of Pentacles, and each element, Pentacles, try to focus on that, I don't know what happened. The Pentacles, each set goes through that. It goes from Ace, King, Queen, Prince, Princess. Then it starts with the numerical 10 of Pentacles. So not only do you get with the Princess of Pentacles, Pentacles represent Earth. And then the number on the card, like 10 of Pentacles, well, we would look to the number 10 in numerology, which is optimism, confidence, success, determination, relating Pentacles, relating to an earth sign. It can be you or a situation or somebody you're dealing with. And the illustrations on the cards are just so beautiful. But each of the minor arcana has that same grouping. Wands represent fire, which is also astrology related. If you want to think, well, if you get a wand card, fire related, do you have a fire sign? Rising sign? Is it your sign? Is it someone's moon sign? Is it someone's Venus sign? And as we go along, I definitely will help you in the placements of the cards understand exactly what this means. Then you have the cups, my beautiful cups. They represent summer, fall and water. All the cups, they tend to stick to emotions, which is definitely me. That card is just beautiful. Then you have the swords. I love the swords cards. People get a little, ooh, when they get swords because the Five of Swords, nobody wants that card. For me, the swords represent intellectual development, and not only that, they're the air cards. Everything to do with astrology, to deal with air. Just focus on that picture for a minute. So beautiful. And then, of course, you have the pentacles, which represent earth, winter, everything that's realized here on earth for yourself. It can be, a numerical way to look at the card. It can be a seasonal thing, the way to look at the card. It can be a astrological way to look at the card. Pentacles, earth sign, pentacles to do with the earth, grounding yourself, different things like that. So I'm just so excited to get to share exactly how this all plays out. Now the Fool card, his journey starts off at 0. And the Fool is not a fool, he's just innocent. And so in the major arcana, in the 22 cards, the journey begins with 0. Everybody's journey begins with 0. So when you do get this card, and it could be just placed in your spread, and it's in the middle of the spread, and you get the Fool card, it's like time to go back. Time to go back to your youthful optimism, taking risks on something new. It's time to just whoop. Maybe the journey you're on now, you need to go back and refocus on that youthful, playful, courageous optimism inside of you. The Fool card does not mean you're a fool. And you can pretty much understand, I'm just going to go through the cards. I'm not going to explain them all because this would be a 2-hour video. Even though I like to talk, I don't want to do that to anyone. So we have the Magician, the High Priestess. Oh, is she so beautiful? The Lady. And I'm doing them in numerical order right now. The Lord. And when you pull these cards, they're all pertaining to your soul, the inner workings of your journey. And then the minor arcana they play in, I guess, people, place, and thing, I could say, how those are interpreted in your life. I will help you along the way. High Priestess, look at them. Ooh, it's so cool. And then the Lovers. It's a beautiful card. The Chariot. The Strength card. Look at her. She is so beautiful. I love it when I get the Strength card. The Hermit. The Wheel. Justice. Death. And again, just like the Fool card, this does not mean death. This means rebirth. Starting over again with new ideas. The Faralot. Oops, excuse me. There we go. Cernos. He's scary. The Tower. This is another one everybody freaks out about. The Tower. It can mean something big is going to shake up that you weren't expecting, and you're going to get thrown out of your tower. But as above, so below. Everything good eventually comes from a shake-up. That's one thing you have to remember when you get the Tower card. Oh, and the Star. She's so beautiful. This is another one of my all-time favorite cards. She's got 2 cups. And the Moon card. The Moon. All about going in and figuring it out for you inside. The Sun card. Happy little sun. I love this card. Excuse me. And Rebirth. innocence, new, baby bunnies, spring. He's announcing the birth. And of course, I will definitely, I think I missed the High Priestess in there. That's another one of my favorite cards. But I look forward to this journey in explaining everything. And let me pull back a little bit, because it's an understanding, a key to understanding the spiritual quest of the major arcana and the soul cards. Oops, excuse me. Get over here. Really comes down to these three cards: the Fool, the Hanged Man, and the World. And again, we'll start off with the Fool. It's a journey that can be found contemplating these three cards. And I love to break it down so you can see exactly what I mean. The journey, of course, the Fool begins his quest in the world of trusting that all will be well as he steps off the cliff into the world. Sounded like I was reading from something. I'm just giving everybody time to look at the card. Then we have the Hanged Man. Halfway through the Fool's journey, he becomes hung from a tree. And this is about something, about the Fool on the journey surrendering to something greater than himself. He's actually turned upside down, but he still trusts, because you can see from the expression on his face. However, he's really only hung upside down in his mind, because he's hung by one foot. One foot is free. His hands are tied behind his back, but he certainly isn't bound and gagged totally to the tree. So when you get the Hanged Man, the Fool, the Hanged Man, the middle of the journey, you know, you can get yourself out of that situation. It's more mental. And then, of course, the End, which is the World, which is a beautiful, beautiful card. And, you know, it's the end of the journey. He's home again. He's not standing on a cliff, but he's standing on the world itself. You know, and it's beautiful. And he just becomes complete in his journey. And it's a joyful celebration when you get the World card, because something you've been manifesting or working on, you know, you're at the top. The world. See if you can see that. He's crest in all the elements. He's got the cups, he's got the swords, he's got the wands, he's got the pentacles. He's joyfully standing around a sunburst. It's a beautiful card. And that's usually the end of the journey of something. Not someone, something. So when you get it in the spread, it's just time to celebrate. Okay. Thank you for being here with me on an introduction to tarot. I look forward to breaking down the minor arcanas next and how that all can be played out with the major arcanas. Then we'll do a sample spread and we'll take off from there. Thank you. Thanks for being part of this journey. I so enjoy being here. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Email me if you have any questions. You have a beautiful day. Thank you. Bye.